If you have a fear of judgment from other people, I think that's not because you are afraid of their judgment. It's more so you're afraid of all the negative things you think about yourself being reflected back to you by those people. You see, the relationship we have with people is just pretty much a mirror of what is going on inside with us. If deep within ourselves we think that we are unlovable, then we're going to treat our relationships with people as if we are unlovable. Your behaviors, your moods, your thoughts, your emotions will act accordingly within that belief. And if you are that person with a deep sense and rooted stronghold of love, then you are going to walk around the world, talk to people as if you are already loved. It doesn't even matter if they don't like you. You already have that feeling that, no, they love me. I am worthy. You see, that's where it kind of screws us over, because when we wake up and we feel shitty about ourselves, maybe when we wake up and we look at the mirror and we're like, oh my God, there's a pimple over there. And then honestly, when you go to the world, nobody will think about your pimple, but you're going to act as if everyone's looking at your pimple and thinking about your pimple. So your behaviors will act accordingly. Have you ever had those moments when you're like, oh my God, I have a big pimple on my head. And then someone would be like, oh, I don't even notice. But now I notice because you pointed it out. Or maybe you'll act weird around people and be like, I'm hiding my pimple, or like your behaviors will be like that. And then what's going to happen is you truly finally manifested a world where people think about your pimple, even though they weren't. You did that. This goes with our positive and negative relationship we see with ourselves. That's how it's going to reflect back towards our relationship with people. The thing is, we live in our own world, and nobody notices that until we proclaim it so. Which means truly, when it comes to relationship with people, you are only as unloved as you would think so. You are only as loved as you would think so. You are only as confident as you would think so. You are only as charming as you would think so. Why is it that, when you're someone who's not very charming and someone who's not very talkative, someone not friendly, and then all of a sudden you drink alcohol, you finally get loose, and then all of a sudden you're charming? You are still the same person. Your state just changed. Also, I don't condone on drinking alcohol to be confident. But at the end of the day, it's just to play with the vibration. It's just who you are being reflected back in your 3D, being reflected back in your environment. And this is why we shouldn't care about what people think, because at the end of the day, we have control over our perceptions within ourselves. It's the same concept as when you go around and be like, oh my God, that person is intimidating. Are they really intimidating, or are you intimidated? And that's how it's going to correlate with your relationship with that person. Is what you're doing really embarrassing, or are you just embarrassed? And this is again how you're going to correlate with the relationship you have with people. So you see, when you fix yourself, when you fix your self-image, when you fix the foundation and the ground that you stand on, other people's judgment doesn't even matter, because you know that those judgments are coming from you, not from them. What you think about what people think of you is just a direct correlation of what you think about yourself. So if you fix what you think about yourself, everything else will follow.